Another successful night for the St. Bonaventure women's basketball team tonight with a victory over Atlantic 10 opponent Richmond, extending their regular season schedule to 17-2 and 4-0 undefeated in the Atlantic 10 Conference. Let's take a look at some highlights. As we get ready for the tip.
Yes.
Number 34 for Richmond.
Ortega gets it on the wing. Bonnie's being pretty patient though, and they seem to be attacking the rim. That's the second time they get to the rim with an offensive rebound for Doris Ortega. Ortega takes a set shot. Bonnie's being very patient, I must admit, despite being down 6-2. And there we go. We have seen a lot of very quick substitutions, and there we go. We got another one as Christina King is getting ready to check in the game. And once again, Doris Ortega working it down low. Okoro up top. Okoro works it down low. Gets the tough. Bonnie's being very, very relaxed on the offensive end. Dixon with a great move. Take a look at this replay. Look at Dixon splits. She gets it up a little bit like Allen Iverson back in his prime. No longer in the zone from the first half. Walker gets it. She kicks it to Van Tatenhove. Van Tatenhove with the reverse layup. It's good. We got some substitutions coming in here. We have 3 substitutions for the Bonnies. We have Elena Walker, Chelsea Boker, and the transfer student Jordan McGee. Horton for the jumper, and that is good. Bounds for the Bonnies. She kicks it over to Ashton, who gives it to Jordan McGee. And here, Jordan McGee gets it up. No defenders in her way, and she says, I can get 2E7. Jenkins for 3, and that is money.
Coach and open it up. We played really hard. I mean, I'm so proud of our effort. And to their credit, yesterday in practice, we saw it coming. And we didn't start great. We didn't start second half great. But we had just tremendous effort from everyone who stepped on the floor, and we absolutely needed that. That's a really good basketball team we had success against tonight. That's a team that's going to be playing after St. Patrick's Day, and hopefully people on the national scene recognize how good they are. We made some shots when we needed to, and I thought in the first half, Jenny and Jordan came in and gave us a great lift, and then in the second half, while Richmond was making a run, it was with Jenny and Jordan and some different people off the bench, Chelsea, who were not letting them get closer. And that's just huge when you have that kind of depth and you have people delivering like that. So it was. I thought that was a really big key to the game, was the success that our offense was still having while Richmond had kind of got into a desperation mode and was able to get some scores.
Whether it's fair or not, you have the reputation of kind of a slow down team, but when you only turn the ball over 6 times, are you happy with the pace today?
Yeah, you know, it is funny. I think we're in the top 5 in scoring in the league, but everyone, you know, likes to say we want to slow it down. We want to slow it down. We just like to think we take good shots. But you know, we had 6 turnovers. At least 3 were offensive fouls. So we didn't give them a chance for extra possessions. Offensive fouls are like punts. I mean, we can set our defense, and because we're able to do that, we made them have to work for everything, which was something we wanted to do, and I thought we did really, really well.
By now, people have to know that Jess is going to be shooting from 3. How does she still get open?
Well, she's in great condition. She reads screens really well, and we have a very unselfish team that does a great job of setting screens and getting the ball to her. And the best thing she's doing is she's lost any kind of conscience. You can't have a shooter worried about percentage, and Jess is worried about taking shots, and that's what we need, because it keeps extending the defense and frees things up for other people, and other people are taking advantage of that.
You had to be encouraged down the first 10.5 minutes, no Megan, and you took the game by the throat pretty much in the first half after a slow start. That's pretty.
Yeah, and again, I thought it was effort plays. These 2 next to me got some big offensive rebounds. Jordan got some big offensive rebounds, and again, I think we got at least 1, if not 2 threes off of those, which really was able to create some separation. And again, it just came down to some, you know, we were worried about their transition, and instead of falling back on our heels, we started attacking the boards, which is a great testament to our kids, you know, willingness to just kind of play harder.
Career high for Jen. in rebounds, almost a career high in minutes. And that's not Norfolk State or Morgan State. Those are good numbers.
Yeah.
That's a very good team.
Yeah, and we needed her. I mean, and you know, we've talked to her recently, and I give her a ton of credit. We talked to her recently that she hasn't given us what she's capable of. And you know, here's a senior who could easily pack it in, but instead has worked harder and rose to the challenge. And we don't win this game without her. It's not even close. She brought everyone up with her, and I thought Jordan did the same thing. And it was needed, and it was great to see.
How important was the 10-2 run to end the first half in terms of setting the tone for the rest of the game?
It was huge, you know. I mean, and that's kind of how we've been fortunate to be successful lately. We kind of have one big run at some point, and then we just do a really solid job of defending and taking care of the ball and getting scores when we need to. But we had struggled to score there. You know, we weren't getting a lot of clean looks. We were a little stale in our half-court offense. So again, I thought the ability to get some offensive rebounds and generate some extra opportunities, whether it be through a layup or an open three, really allowed our kids to feel comfortable seeing the ball go through the basket and carry it over. And I got to mention, I thought Arm was terrific in the first half too. You know, hitting those mid-range jumpers really was big for us.
Jenny, you've been here 4 years, seen some pretty empty gyms. What do you think of the crowd today?
I thought it was great. Finally getting fans, you know, people are finally realizing that we're a good team and want to come watch us. So it really helped boost our morale and get us going in the game.
Coach, Elena Walker continues to play well. You've said before how much you love her game, so what stands out the most to you?
Why'd you get rid of that good red hair, man? I would die to get some of that back. You know, and the two things we can always count on with Elena is she plays her butt off and she competes. And, you know, again, she did that. She just played really hard. You know, the Bilney kid is really good. 31 for them. I mean, she had 32 points the other day against George Washington. She's a really good player. Watching her on film, I was terrified of her. And Elena just didn't let her get anything easy. And, you know, meanwhile, she's scoring and getting herself to the foul line and taking care of the basketball. I can't put into words what she's doing for us. I can simply say she needs to keep doing it, and we're hopeful she will.
Elena, you had 3 fouls, but you kept on being aggressive on the offensive class. What gives you the discipline not to foul?
Just being smart, knowing that my teammates need me on the floor, especially when Meg picked up 2 quick fouls, and just trying to be smart with that and my aggressiveness, and pick and choose my spots when to crash and when to kind of fall back.